Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And this is a great way to start. This is the Sun card. This is your true self. This is all of your creativity and confidence. This is health. This is wealth. This is a strong spiritual connection. This is you focused on being the center of your life, right? We're going to put this into some context. Let's see what is going on with this solar energy. This is a lot of enlightenment, right? This is, one of the most obvious meanings is spiritual enlightenment, right? Full kind of cosmic awareness, cosmic consciousness, right? You are a star in the sky. Let's find out what's going on with that. Oh, a Princess of Cups. All right. There could be a younger female energy in your life that you are actually a source of support for. Maybe this is someone that you're taking care of, if it's a child or a younger sibling or something. That I feel like you're responsible for that person. Yeah, see, there's the Empress card too. It's some strong, like mother lion kind of vibes coming through here. There is this kind of mother energy. Now, it's not gender specific, but it feels very nurturing. It feels very caring, and I wonder if you are a source of light and life and love and warmth, for someone else in your life. Okay, it feels like a younger person there. We've got some good earth energy, some really, really strong fire energy. This is real integrity here. A Two of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. In that position, that makes perfect sense. And then a Five of Wands. Yeah, there's nothing that you wouldn't do for this person. Now, this might not be a person. For some of you, that's not going to be a younger female energy. Because this card also represents the manifestation of your dreams, right? This is your dream life becoming real. You can pick it up, So I think that both of these interpretations could be true at the same time, all right? There could be some kids or younger people around you that you are responsible for, that you're taking care of. This is also you taking care of your dream, right? Manifesting it, because this is water and earth. So this is the water energy that is taking shape, that is becoming solid. It's becoming real. And I think that you are really focused on that now, manifesting this dream of yours. Yeah. And it is happening because of this cosmic consciousness, this enlightenment that I think you're experiencing. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card before I forget. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put Jimbo, the Lizard King, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard, right there on top. Does anybody understand those two references? I feel like they're very obvious, but no one said anything about them. Maybe you all already know Jimbo over here. It's been a while since he's been the guardian of the mystery card, so might have to be reintroduced. Anyway, the mystery card, we're going to save it till the end. All right. It is going to tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, just put it down in the comments, right? I'm trying to make it interactive. I'm trying for us all to exercise our intuition. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look around the room again. We've got these two major arcana cards. This Mother Earth energy and then this kind of solar consciousness energy. And it really is interesting, too, just these two cards together, because it is the sun that provides the heat and the light that really allows everything in this earth energy to grow and blossom and become just the Garden of Eden, right? The paradise, the land of milk and honey. And these two cards together are absolutely crucial. And that's, it's the idea that, if you're growing something in a garden, it needs sunlight, right? There has to be that. And the sun is the reason why we're all here, right? In a very, kind of material sense, but I think also in a spiritual sense too, because the sun also represents the representative of spirit, right? Our own personal kind of spirit guide, our own connection to God, Goddess, deity, our own connection to our own soul and spirit, right? Cosmic consciousness, universal mind, guardian angel, whatever you want to call it. The sun is kind of the gateway to that energy, making connection with that solar energy allows us then to connect with what is beyond the sun, outer space, right? The vast darkness, the unknown, the absolute, right? So the sun really, a lot of traditions, there is a chosen deity, and it is through that chosen image of the deity that we get to the reality beyond. Okay, I'm not trying to make this a sectarian show or too hocus pocus, but I feel like you're experiencing some of this connection. Yeah. I feel like this card is kind of a gateway. It has that kind of spiral force. Things are just beginning to turn, right? You see how the rays of sunshine are not straight. They're curved. Things are starting to rotate. It's like in those dream sequences in old TV shows and stuff. You know that something weird was happening because the screen would just start to kind of turn and everything would just kind of bend, I feel like that's what's beginning to happen in you. I think you're starting to go through this gateway. And I think things are getting a little bit twisted around for you. It seems like your consciousness is experiencing something different. Okay. And I think that this is really empowering, but it's very important for you to stay in control, stay focused, right? Because remember, the sun is just a really huge ball of nuclear fire, right? And it can destroy everything. It can, eat up planets for lunch. But it also can be the source of all light and life and love. Yeah. So it's a very good thing that you have these threes nearby, because especially the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is your integrity. This is your character. This is you making the right decision. Now, right and wrong, I'm not going to get into a debate if those are absolute terms or if they are relative terms. This card's about you doing what is right, even when no one is watching. And whatever you understand right and wrong to be. Okay? You're someone with a lot of integrity, a lot of character. And this is going to absolutely help you to manifest your dreams, to ensure the prosperity of your reality, to use this gateway to this cosmic consciousness in a way that is going to be absolutely productive and healing and nurturing and positive and really in line with your purpose. And when I say in line with your purpose, I mean that kind of ubiquitous cosmic purpose. And I think we can all pretty much say this, that our purpose is to alleviate suffering for ourselves and others. Our purpose is to transcend whatever conditions we're in now. Our purpose is to improve the quality of life for ourselves and others. Okay? To a greater or lesser degree, however you want to color in those details is up to you. But I think very generally, that's kind of that's what we see here too. We see healing. We see the alleviation of suffering. We see that there are some financial difficulties in your life, but I think those are being fixed, right? I think those are very much improving. And it's because with this kind of cosmic enlightenment, I really think you're experiencing something that maybe you haven't really been able to put your finger on, right? But nevertheless, here it is. You're finding new insights into the way things work, you're understanding like sciences or philosophies, or suddenly you've just grown a long beard and you have a long robe and you just have all the wisdom, right? But I feel like, I joke a little bit, but I think it really is happening that way. You're having insights and understandings into things that maybe were difficult before, understanding these kind of just energies. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles, understanding the process of change on the physical plane. You understand why A plus B equals C or whatever. My math isn't very good. You understand the idea of cause and effect, of chain reactions, right? You understand the causal nature of the physical plane. And understanding the process of change allows you to be part of it. Allows you to have a little bit of influence on it. Yeah. And we're taking that knowledge, that understanding, and we're creating a future that is in line with our purpose. So you are alleviating suffering for yourself and others. And I think that there are some financial difficulties in your life right now. I feel like those are going to be gone. I feel like those are improving right away. We see, 2, we see 3, we see a 5, the 7, we're not going to worry about. We see a 5. I'd say within the next few days, you're going to see a lot of changes taking place. But that's only if we kind of embrace this situation, this shifting of our consciousness, and don't try to fight it. So we got the 5 of Wands there at the end. Part of us is kind of a natural thing. You kind of want to fight it. I don't advocate anything on this channel, but I saw a video on YouTube, let's say Terence McKenna, right? And the use of psychotropic plants or, substances like that. And I think what he was talking about was when the onset, when it first starts to happen, there's part of your mind that wants to fight it, that wants to just take it off, and get rid of it. And that, I think, is where a lot of the difficulty lies in that. And the same thing with any kind of mystical experience, any kind of magical, religious, spiritual experience, whether it's induced by something Terence McKenna might advocate or not. The conscious mind at first rebels because it's such a strange thing. The world, the light, starts to kind of swirl around, and you try to stop it, and then it just makes it worse. But if we can release ourselves to it, if we can trust in the process, trust that the world is holding us and supporting us with love, then it's going to be a much different kind of journey, right? Some of you might know what I mean. If not, search on YouTube for Terence McKenna and watch and listen to his lectures. A lot of wisdom from that person. The Empress energy, and this energy is behind you. And so to me, you have a lot of support from the spirit realm. I wonder if you even have, I feel like you've had a lot of, what do you want to call them, close encounters in your life. I think that you've had a lot of experiences with things you cannot explain. Forces, entities, spirits, maybe nature spirits. I think that you've spent a lot of time in nature by yourself. Maybe you go on like solo camping or hiking trips or something. A lot of time out in nature. And I think you've experienced a lot of things that you wouldn't know how to really explain. Maybe now you're kind of learning what those things are and how to talk about them. I think this day and age, in large part, thanks to YouTube and places like this, that this information can get out there to people. We're starting to all speak a new language. We're starting to understand how to talk about things that maybe back in the day didn't know how to talk about. There were no words for some of our experiences, or there were, but it was in a very kind of very, very kind of niche things. But now it's a lot more open. That information is a lot more available, right? The internet and YouTube and stuff. But I think that it really helped to shape who you are, those kinds of experiences, yeah? And now it's almost like things are kind of reaching a culmination now for you. And I think it really is going to be a breakthrough. It really does feel like a gateway. And it feels like a lot of things in your life are improving. And they will continue to improve, and it will start to really like ramp up and kind of snowball. And it really is about these dreams. I think that you've had a strong connection with the dream world. I think that you have very specific types of dreams. I think you almost, maybe lucid dreaming, but I feel like there is a particular landscape or a particular place that you go in your dreams, and a certain someone that you contact in your dreams, and I think that's very significant to you. It could be a departed loved one. It could just be some other sort of intelligence or entity. Okay, and I feel like that has really also been a very life-shaping series of experiences for you. Okay. Spirit's telling me that you did a talent show or something, like when you were a kid. Like I don't think it was a younger kid. I'm seeing like an older kid at a talent show. I don't know if that means anything to you. I don't know what you're doing on stage. Doesn't look like you have an instrument. I don't know if you're telling jokes or if you're doing impersonations. I kind of feel like the jokes. I kind of feel like people are laughing, and in a good way. Laughing with you, right? I feel like you're making people laugh. Is that something, part of this Sun card too, because the Sun card really is a kind of very charismatic figure, right? This is a lot of like just enjoys being awake, enjoys being around people, loves doing things, right? Is not self-conscious. Is consciousness itself. If you are consciousness, you cannot be self-conscious, right? So I feel like you are kind of stepping into that energy where it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. You don't care about being silly or looking like a fool. I wonder if we're going to get the Fool in the mystery card now. So I feel this is a new type of experience for you. All right. Very strange kind of feeling. I do still feel that there's this younger female energy with you, and I don't know if this is a sibling, if it is a child or something, or it could be, not to be a downer, it could be someone that has passed. Right? I'm not getting much of an indication one way or the other. I kind of feel like you're planning a trip as well. And we're going to go over to the path of the serpent now. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And it really does help out the channel, and I appreciate that. Yeah. The Two of Pentacles here, as well as the Princess of Pentacles here. It feels like there's traveling in your future quite soon. You may already be in the process of planning some sort of trip. I don't know if it's a move necessarily. It might actually be. But I have this feeling like you need a change of scenery, right? If there is a connection with the northern part of the United States, or maybe even into Canada, something kind of the northern part of North America is what I'm feeling. Maybe that's where you are now. Maybe that's where you want to go. But I feel like there is I feel like something does need to change. And I feel like you're somebody that really likes a nice fireplace, you know? Spirit's showing me a really kind of warm hearth. And maybe you're going north in order to get to the kind of colder climates and then have that nice hearth, right? It's kind of like you don't really want to have a raging fireplace when it's still 80 degrees outside somewhere near the equator or whatever, right? So I feel like you kind of are looking for that change of scenery. You're looking for some sort of environment that will allow you to experience life the way you want to. Like you want to go to the cold, not because you like the cold, but because you like getting warm again. You like the feeling of being by the fire, right? It's kind of like at night, do you turn the air way down, the temperature way down, like low, like 50s or something, so that you can use your big, heavy blankets? Yeah. I kind of feel like that's part of what you like and what you enjoy. And so I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, this is you making the decision to have those things. You know, those are parts of your personality that have always kind of been there. They are essential parts of you, and there's no reason why you shouldn't have those in your life. And they may seem trivial and meaningless to other people, but no, you really want to use your heavy blanket. You really want to have the fire in the fireplace. Living in a cold climate, there's nothing better than looking outside and seeing the snow, and then you're here by this fire, you've got your hot cocoa or your tea or something, and you're enjoying that. And to me, that's really a feeling of, it's a feeling of safety, of security. It's a feeling of it's a warmth, not from the fire warmth, but it's like an inner warmth. Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. So I feel like that's part of you as well. The Princess of Pentacles in the position of the environment. This is really the idea that you can mold your environment any way you wish. All right? That you can, the resources are there, that this is kind of the raw material, and that you can carve out what kind of life. And I always wonder if you want to go to like deep in the north, like in the woods or something, like kind of a homesteading vibe even. Where you have to go and get your water every day, or you've got to really do the work, around the cabin or something. And maybe this is really just a vacation to a cabin. That could be the feeling that I'm getting. I also feel like you're somebody who has gone to, or that you will be. I don't know that you have, but Spirit's showing me one of an open mic night. And I don't know if this came through a few days ago. I don't know if it was for the Scorpio reading or not, but someone at an open mic, getting that kind of, that courage, that confidence, that charisma, and doing it. Manifesting these things. It's something maybe you've always wanted to. And maybe that's the kind of talent show thing too. Now kind of wanting to harness that again as an adult and think, I'm just going to start going to open mics. Maybe it's not so much an open mic, but you're getting into some sort of acting or like being part of performances or plays or something. Because I don't see it so much as just one person and like an open mic thing, but I feel like it's more of a performance, like a play or something. Yeah, that's fun. That's a good one. I like that. We've got a Seven of Swords up here too, and this both of these together. This is what I was talking about earlier. When the world starts to swirl around like this, when this gateway is opening, it does feel like we need to fight it, because it feels like there is just. It's almost as if our consciousness gets split into different content. And it's kind of this movie trope, right, where you'll just see something in unison, and then it'll just somehow split into 5 different pictures of the person's head or something. It's to represent this feeling oh my gosh, am I losing my mind? And this is kind of the rebellion against that. This is saying, no, I want to be perfectly in control. That I know who I am. This is consciousness. This is normal. But what you're experiencing with this Sun card, with this gateway, the swirling of the reality, it's feeling like this is not normal. This is not who I am. We're starting to get off that central sword, right? And that's kind of a scary thing. And so then part of us wants to fight it. 5 of Wands at the end here. And this is the resistance to that. We're trying to grab this, we're trying to grab reality and say, no, you don't. Trying to straighten it back out again, right? But in this case, we're not the captain of the ship. We're not in control of the wheel here. We kind of have to fall back to our support, our faith, our trust in nature, in spirit, in whatever we believe in, whatever we acknowledge, and try not to resist so much, because I think the resistance does kind of make it more rough, makes it a more difficult experience. Yeah. God, what haven't we touched upon here? This really is, I think it really is transforming your future. It's transforming what you thought was possible for you in the future. Yeah. We talked about the financial stuff. I guess let's look at the mystery card. Yeah. I don't think we really left anything out. Yeah, I think we got to everything. I want to see some water energy here. I like to see there some sort of a confirmation that the healing, the peacefulness, the intimate relationships, the sense of harmony and community and connection is here, right? We got a little bit of that with the Princess of Cups. I want to see something like a 6 of Cups or a 3 of Cups. 9 or a 10 would be, I mean, that might be, I might be asking too much there, but if you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. All right, here we go. Oh, 10 of Cups. That is the dream coming true. This is living the life in this new, through this gateway, in this new land, right? This new reality, and just feeling so good. It's almost like it's a gateway to your own personal, like, utopia. And we're going to be so thankful and so pleased. And maybe this is you and your people out here on the homestead doing things your way, right? All I know is that you are manifesting your dream. It is going to feel really good, and you're going to be really thankful that you kind of, that you didn't fight it, right? That you let it happen. And this is good. This is really, really good. We're going to do an extended reading too, just for the heck of it. If you want to stick around for that, you can click on the link up in the corner, or there's one down in the video description. New readings for Scorpio every Wednesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day. Just come on back tomorrow. We'll talk again. Okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Yeah. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.